wrench. Cool. Filming yet?
Yes.
Sure.
Back on.
Red lights on and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Good. What's your next torque?
60. Double.
You go from 30 to 60, huh? You don't screw around, do you? You don't screw around at all. Doesn't torque worth a squat. And we'll take it to
52.
Yep. There's a lack of room over here. Appears to be some interference issues over here. Let me put this shelf in the way. Who was that?
Good question.
Damn people know better. Doesn't quite fit. Ah, something disengaged. Come on. There. It's on an angle, it's going to get tighter as you go down. I'm all jammed in the other spot. Okay, now we can torque it. Hitting on something already? There's a fin over there. Don't hit the fin.
Exactly.
Bad angle. All right. On the wrong side, aren't we? It's hard to get good help, I'm telling you. You're on the wrong side of the damn vehicle floor. Be down here a little further.
Bite you?
You don't get your finger between that and the top clamp. All right, you like this side better?
Yeah.
Okay. I get this bolt now.
Perfect.
I think it's torque though. I think I already did the torquing on this, so let's see if I got it torqued. No, I wasn't quite all the way. This one here I did though. Close enough. I think they already settled. Didn't like going 2 stages that much. Okay, this one here we're going to have to just pretend like I can get in here and do it to it. Is that the right torque?
Sure. As long as it's tight.
It's tight? I think I got it tighter than that.
Okay.
Okay. How did we get in here before?
The other side.
We on the wrong side again?
Mm-hmm.
I got it right the first time.
Yeah.
Dumbass. It's hard to get good help. You just did that. Yeah. Why'd you do that? It's hard from both sides, that's why.
Exactly.
It's the same. It looks like you're on the wrong side, you're on both
You're
sides.
always on the wrong side.
Yeah.
There's no right side.
Yeah. We're on the right side, we're on the left side. Oh, let's clean this crap. Where'd you get this from? Alright. Well, at least I know these are torqued now.
Right.
In case I wasn't sure. Looks like I'm moving water out further and further.
Me hanging up the edge soon.
I'm going to hang it over the edge next. Way over the edge. That's why you have a steel workbench. Put a clamp to it. Next time we'll have that car motor out of the way, I can do it on my drill tube.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I still can't get to the. You sure we're on the right side? We're on the left side now. Doesn't fit this way. Yeah. Panheads are so much fun. How much torque was that?
Quite a lot.
Oh yeah, it was torqued.
Yeah.
Well, you made sure it was tight, didn't you?
Exactly.
It's torqued. When are we going to?
Well, we're at 52, so now we're going to 72.
65. Trust that damn torque wrench, y'all.
Yeah.
See? I don't trust this thing.
When was it last calibrated?
It must be already tight. Calibrated. I bought it new.
So from the factory.
Yeah. It sticks. I don't know what the deal is. It won't pop. That's why I like using my dial one. Dial one's always accurate. See, when you hit the bench, it doesn't take the number off. It doesn't affect the torque when you hit the bench.
Right.
That was tight. Okay, I'm going to just go over here. What's this one supposed to be?
62.
Tight. When you put your weight into it, it quits moving.
We're tight.
That's about what these are at. So that might be
A little more.
almost 7.
Yeah.
It's alright because they're hard to get to.
Yeah, exactly.
Torque a little higher. So you're basically about the same body weight. I'm using my body weight as a reference. So that might change depending on you went to the bathroom or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, a little more push on that one. That's pretty good. It's loose. Can we torque that one?
Apparently not.
It didn't feel like it. Definitely as tight as the other ones were. Yeah, must be tighter. That's pretty good. Where do we leave off at? That's why I use my torque and not the Harley torque. The wrench quits moving, it's tight.
Yeah.
That should be. This one's over here. That's tight. Stuff torqued. This one. Let me flip this already. Yeah, it must be there already.
Yeah.
That was tight. The key is you got to have the torque adapter, and you got to have the flex head.
Mm-hmm.
Because one way you're this way, and the other one you're the other.
Right.
And when you're in the bike back here, it's really important to have that flex head because you got the clutch cable right through here.
Right.
Primary's right here. Electric starter motor's over here.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have this be able to do this flex. So I don't make this one anymore. That's why I bought the other one.
The same.
Well, they said it wasn't available anymore.
Oh, right. So grab another one.
I went and bought another one. That was a new one.
Yeah. The backup.
In case I ever had a problem with this one,
Exactly.
we got another one.
Why is that one better than this one?
Size.
I know that, but you can still get 3/8 drive this.
Just
Full
don't
range.
flex.
Mm.
How's that flex it?
Right. Okay.
Very important. And my dial gauge doesn't have the flex set either. So
Right.
plus it's a lot bigger. See, these are small. You have to use these small ones for here. Where's my torque? The dial one's big.
Mm-hmm.
No damn way you can get that thing.
No.
Now this is old as hell. This is Dad's, so it's a torque meter. Torqueometer. By whoever made it.
Snap on.
Where's it at? This way's upside down. It's
Snap on
blurred out.
tools.
Oh, there it is, way up there. Yeah, written that way. That's why it's different. So this is Dad's original tools he had from the 50s. Probably bought that in early 50s, late 40s when he started working with cars.
Right.
So, me too. I stole it from him.
Yeah, exactly.
This hammer's from him. It's just in the first tools he bought in 48 or 49.
Wow.
So I modified the handle when it broke. So, no, it fits really nice in your hand.
Exactly.
Self-centering. Now I saw they had hammers where they put a little thumb thing here like
Mm-hmm.
that. I got a palm thing.
Right.
They haven't made this one yet. This is not patented yet. It's wide open.
Exactly.
It's
There
open
you go.
season. You can make that. Okay, where's your little torque meter at? So all these different tools have different things. And then you got the tension ones that have the big wand that they flex
Right.
ones.
Like this one.
No, I don't have any flex ones. Flex ones have the big piece of rod that goes down.
Oh,
So
okay.
you watch the whole handle flex. That's your torque.
Sure.
It's actually pretty damn accurate, but they're cheap and very accurate. But the problem is they're still big.
Sure.
Most of them are. Some of them measure small. But not all of them. Now this here, these strip real easy because these are number 10 thread, not the 1/4 inchers.
Mm-hmm.
Now why do we put the cracked ones on here?
For clearance issues.
Correct. Now the key is you got to put oil on the threads so you can get more torque. Now the next problem is see how they look like crap because they're hanging
Yeah.
way down? Because you like them like that.
Exactly.
Crappy. So now we know how much we got to go up. So now you reverse it. Try to move it, if it'll move. So you don't want to move. Come on, go further. There, it moved. That'll be about right when you torque it. Looks good. Probably a little bit high, but high is good because it gets up out of the tank.
Mm.
Doesn't look so bad. It looks worse hanging down than a little high. See, it's starting to level out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, we put a little bend on those too, right?
I don't think we did one of these, did we? We might have. Can you
Maybe
feel
it was Arthur's.
Feel that torque?
Mm-hmm.
But you can feel it's getting real stretchy.
Yeah.
You'll strip that. Now when you do strip that out, just leave that nut on there, put another nut on it,
Right.
and torque it some more.
Okay.
That's how you save them. So just leave that nut on there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because these will strip.
Mm-hmm.
The 1/4 inch ones are bigger, a lot more torque, but the problem is that we have very limited room on this application of the motor, and it's better to be able to get it in there. I think that's about what we start on the other one, wasn't it? So you have very limited room, so it's better to have those thinner ones so you can, if you have to get these out, you can at least probably finagle them.
Mm-hmm.
And you will definitely have to bend these to get them to re-engage.
Yeah.
See, that one sunk way down. See? Probably loosen it up. Move it a little bit more. Jam your wrench all the way on. Now these are good clamps, but they're still, for the design they're good, but they're, they are what they are. That looks pretty close. Maybe slightly lower, but once again, it's torqued pretty good. But they're going to settle with time a little bit, but not by much.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel them? You can feel the torque's pretty equal.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're hot.
Yeah.
They're tight.
That's hard for sure.
But you go much more. If I go another 1/4 turn, I'll probably strip the threads right away.
Right.
They're torqued. And you can see how this one's a little bit closer together than this one is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it works out. It doesn't matter. So you got to check your manifold height again with your straight edge. Third drawer down. Or we get the level over there really get screwed up.
Exactly.
Look straight to you. Straight enough.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Looks really straight to me right there.
Yeah. Maybe it's kicked a little bit. Needs to come down a touch maybe.
A little bit uphill?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you had it. Yeah, it pulled in a little bit. It should be over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're up by that far. What are you going to do about that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Move that.
Try it again. I think I went too low, too much of a hit. It moved more than I thought. Actually looks pretty good. You like that one?
Yeah.
That's why you put supports on them. You see how they move.
Right.
So the support, you're going to come off the center bolt to that bottom hole up there.
Can you come off the motor mount?
No.
Too much vibration?
One of them's way over here.
Yeah, I know, but you can do like a little dog leg.
Not on the frame mount because that's a big bolt. That's a 7/16 or 1/2 inch bolt. Torque the snot out of it. And you're going to put a little 5/16 bolt in it? No. No, you come off the case up there, straight up. That's how you do it. And S&S makes an adjustable 2-piece.
Yeah,
I don't like. I like these right here. Perfect.
Yeah.
1/8 inch aluminum. You take this, you trim it down. If you got to have a fuel line go through and it gets a little tight, you can go in there and put a little whoopee inside of it to clearance it. Cut it real thin up on the top where you need to get up in there, and it's good. That's all you need. You don't need anything more than that. Aluminum's a lot easier to work with than steel, and it doesn't rust. All right, so we got that all up in there. It's mounted pretty good. And like I said, this side did have a little more bite than what it does, but it's tight. So we'll check the torque on these again. Next couple times we do it, we'll just check them. Same thing up on these pan covers. Every time you torque them, they go down a little more, a little more. And eventually they finally hold the torque, but hopefully it's not before you put it in the bike, because after it's in the bike,
you can't get to it.
You can't get to half the bolts when it's in the bike.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, so there you go. So we got 65 plus foot-pounds of torque on it. Harley is it's 52 to 65, I think is their limit.
Okay.
So these gaskets are probably going to give up about 15 foot-pounds of torque. So after you run the bike for a while, come back and torque it. But you can you should be able to put 100 miles on it before you have to do that.
Yeah.
Get a few heat cycles through it, and come back and retorque it. And I retorqued these pretty quickly down here, but
Right.
no, we got metal ones down here, didn't we? So they should hold torque.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be pretty good. Yeah, but I know these gaskets are going to give a lot. They give up quite a bit. They give up a lot more than they used to. But so as long as you got at least 52 on it when it's fully broken in, you're all right. But I usually pump them back up to about 60, 65 again just to make sure they're tight. But anyway, they're hard to get to, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So, and the key is you got to take that distributor part over here, the cover off, to get to that bolt in there. The other wrench I use my my offset wrench here. Fits right on there. See? It's made for it.
Perfect.
Give it a good pull. That's actually a good torque wrench. I use for torque wrenches, but I use a cheater though. This one's for my 7/16 wrench for my Forster, but you put a cheater on there like that. If you go way out here, you'll bend the wrench. But if you go over here, you're all right.
Right.
And there you go. So you have to have a little bit bigger tube for the that one. This one usually I can pull hard enough. I don't have to use a cheater.
Right.
But the 7/16, so that's for my Sportster. It's this one here. So it fits right in the cheater. Boom. But same thing on that. I pull this one pretty tight too. If I'm in a hurry, I just pull it and don't worry about it. Yeah, well, you know, you're in a hurry. You're motivated to get it done. You can pull pretty damn hard if you want to.
Yeah, exactly.
But when it quits moving, it's tight. You know, but it's got good torque on it. All right, so we're about done for this for tonight. I think we got to find some push rod parts that are still missing. So, and we got to start torquing his covers down. Are you gonna switch? We using the format gasket we're using now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try out these new format ones. With the STD heads, we did not need the clearance for the big rubber ones, so we're good. So this looks like the flat goes on this side. So we'll start pulling all these down later and put that right there, jam them in there. We'll get them all torqued in. So we'll leave it right here for tonight, it'll be fine. The door doesn't hit it. I'll give you something to walk into when I come in. Yeah, go boom, right into the side. Yeah, well, it adjusts. That's why you have it built on.
Yeah. So, give it a little protection.
Of course, it hits right above the belt.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this one.